once again, I'm over here battling with the all-knowing Alexa over here in the corner here. Always getting into a fight. So you can see I've got a couple of hats on. And if you know the hats that I usually wear, there's still one hat missing. I got to go ahead and still get myself a Mopar hat because, yeah, I like Dodge too. What does that have to do with RC cars? Funny you should ask. So, took the ARRMA Mojave out yesterday. I actually just posted a video. It's a very short video. I think it's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. But in your, let's just say it like this. In my life, I've had to wear a few different hats. Now that spreads across, I don't know, there's a way of explaining. I'm not good at explaining what that means, but like if you're a mechanic, you wear a certain hat. If you're, I don't know, an accountant, you're wearing another hat. If you're, cleaning porta toilets, you're wearing another hat and hopefully a full body suit. If you're a doctor, again, you have another hat. You might not actually wear the hat, but it's kind of what it's called. So I got my Chevy hat, right? I mean, I go Chevy. I mean, obviously, I love GM vehicles. I love all vehicles, just about. Yeah, so I got my Chevy hat, and obviously I've got my diesel power hat. So to speak to those people that love diesel, which I'm one of the ones, I actually do have two diesel vehicles. One, obviously, everybody knows, well, at least some people know, Big Black. So my truck, it's a 2006 Ford F-350 Super Duty with the 6.0. Some people call it the 6.0 now. And I kind of agree with that. And then I've also got my Bug, which is a 99 Volkswagen Beetle TDI, which is a 1.9 diesel motor, which I hyper-miled at one time, and I got an average of about a solid average, too. Not a joke average. 53 miles to the gallon. Now, that was super hyper-miling, meaning I was probably pissing off people driving behind me because as I'm going up the grade, I'm slightly letting off on my foot, letting the car kind of go over it. I didn't go really badly under the speed limit. And then obviously when I would go on the decline, on the whatever it is, the decline, round the top of the hill and start going downhill, yeah, I'd let off on the gas, give it gas when it needed, and averaged 53 miles to the gallon, which was absolutely insane. I don't think at the time when I did that even like any vehicle was getting that kind of mileage. So back on the Mojave. So I feel right now, because I do and have owned several Fords, which is also Mercury, same thing. Lincoln, I haven't owned a Lincoln, but it's all from the same family. It's all technically what you call a Ford. Now, what do people know Fords for? Fix and repair daily, right? Found on road dead. There's a bunch of other things. I like first on race day. That's not a bad one. But right now I'm wearing this hat right here because I don't want to say it's fix and repair daily, but I'm definitely not first on race day right now. So my ARRMA Mojave has gone through some changes, very mild changes. Changed out the tires and wheels, changed out the gearing. I don't even remember what gears it's running right now. 27 tooth pinion, I think, or something. I honestly don't even know. Whatever it was, I think, the max pinion that I had that would fit in the slot. Amazingly, the Mojave has been taking the beating. I had actually driven all the way down. I've been kind of like dancing in between like the raindrops here. In order to get the best rip and to get the best footage, I didn't want to have any rain. I mean, I'm not afraid to take a car out in the rain. I think pretty sure people have seen some of the footage where I literally just go out in a snowstorm, I go out in a rainstorm and just rip it. Because, I mean, nothing should stop you. I mean, granted, I'm not telling you to go out during a tornado. We're not talking about Wizard of Oz, stuff here. That's not the kind of weather I'm talking about. But if it's just, a rainstorm, just know that, you're going to have a certain amount of maintenance after the fact. If you're ripping it in mud, there's a certain amount of maintenance you're going to have after the fact. Don't bring your car inside the house. Don't leave your like RC car sitting in the shower after you washed it down, and your significant other all of a sudden pulls back the curtain and it's like a massive RC car sitting in the tub. Make sure you take your car out. If you want to go ahead and put it on pot and pan clean in your dishwasher, go ahead. It's up to you. I'm not recommending it. I'm not recommending it, but some people do that. I wouldn't want to eat off any of the plates after you did that. But anyways, it can wreak havoc on your dishwasher. So anyways, so why are we here today? I actually went to go rip the Mojave yesterday. I literally waited. So yesterday we had a family, get together to get that we had. And we were careful. It was under 10 people. You know what I mean? We were doing the right thing. No close contact. But anyways, we're all careful. Everybody's all, safe and whatever during this whole, thing that's going on. But I waited until like, it was almost like the last minute where it had stopped raining for probably about, I don't know, half hour. And I thought to myself, all right, I literally have an hour window. It's going to take me like 15, 20 minutes to get back. I mean, to and from. So, like half hour, 40 minutes ish. And I figured I'd only be out there for maybe like 10 minutes or something like that. Just trying to get some footage of the Mojave ripping. I thought it was ready. So I drive literally all the way out there. And I actually forgot the remote control. So I had two vehicles in the car. I forgot the remote control for it. And it was just like, you've got to be kidding me. And I was going to like film the whole process and everything, but I didn't waste my time because, I was I had a bad attitude at that point in time. So I jumped in the car and I turned that 15, 20-minute ride into like a 10-minute ride. I'm not going to say how I did that, but yeah, it became 10 minutes. Safely. Safety's always first. Safety's always first. But so I went all the way back home. I didn't even say hello to anybody. I literally like ran into the house, grabbed the remote, which was literally sitting right here on the deck. Grabbed the remote, went all the way back, and then tried to play it off like, oh yeah, this is great. I'm here. And take the car out, throw it down, and I mean, you'll see the footage. And it was just like, what is going on? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Like I swear, like I have to play back the footage from when I last ripped the Mojave. Did my ESC motor, receiver, whatever, did something die? And I'm just not like remembering like right now. Like seriously, I literally would have to go back and look at my footage to know, because I can't remember. I can't remember if I drove it after it did its initial shutdown. So I had thought when it did that little lame tumble, when I was ripping the snowflake edition there, when it did that little lame tumble at the end, I honestly can't remember. Did I drive it after the fact? I think I did. So what was weird was that the battery was still connected. So I don't know if I had some kind of like an issue happening or presenting itself at that point in time. I guess maybe I wasn't paying attention. I didn't have like a gun with me or anything so that I could check the temperatures. So I have really, literally no clue what is going on with the Mojave. There is the possibility that my ESC is blown. That is a chance. I will say that I did turn it on. I am getting a flashing green light. I don't know how many. I was almost gonna say beeps. I don't know how many flashes I'm getting. If it's the 4 flash deal, that's not a good scenario. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do, I guess, a couple of just tests with it, I guess. And it's like, I really wish I didn't have to go through this whole process of doing this, because I think what I'll do first is I'll crack open the receiver box. I was talking to somebody He was actually first in chat, and he's kind of thinking along that same line. He was saying, hey, you know, this is what happened with mine, that he had his, I think it was Spectrum though, but his receiver was wet. Now, the Spectrum ones are supposed to be waterproof or water resistant, whatever. Now, obviously, I'm still running the STX piece of garbage remote, and I will say, yeah, is it a ready to run remote in RTR? Yeah. Does it work? Yeah, it'll get you out there. It'll get you ripping. It'll get you driving. Is it the remote that you maybe want to like hang on to? Like if you're really into the RC hobby? No. To be point blank, no. The delay that is in this, whether if it's between this and or the receiver, the delay is so massive that I just want to brand it piece of garbage, but it works. I've heard that the signal distance is junk. I actually have never had problems with my signal distance, but granted, I'm not like, you know, trying to run this thing a mile away from me. I just keep it in close proximity and drive it to where my eyes can see it, and it seems to work fine. It's just, it is laggy. Or not laggy. It has a delay. So I'm just going to jump into the chat real quick just to say hello to people. I didn't even know if there was volume that whole time. I could have literally just been talking and not even. Lately, I've been not having the stupid thing on mute because I've been moving it around, trying to get better audio. I'm just going to jump into the thing right here real quick, just so I can like put my focus elsewhere. Home. My channel? I don't even know what to do here. Hey, there we go. Is there an ad? Hey, don't forget to watch those ads. Every once in a while, let an ad play. If you see something on the ad that you like, click it. It's going to pay this channel, and that's pretty important. Don't forget, right now, while you're here, there's 16 people. How about one of those? Why not? It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you. And that way you won't have to like think about it later. So who do we got here? We got Earl Moed, RC Master. We got Lawrence here. What's going on, guy? We got Caribbean Mafia. What's going on, man? Get yourself some conformal coating for the receiver. Conformal coating for the receiver. I don't even know what that is. Just dip it in hot glue. Barbecue. What's going on, guy? Let's see. You drove it up the driveway. Okay, so I did drive it then after. All right. Venom, what's going on, guy? How are you? Hope you're doing well this morning. OCDRC, what's going on? What does BMW stand for? All right, I think that's about it. You got 19 people, 10 thumbs up. Don't forget, throw a thumbs up on here, will you? Philip, what's going on, guy? ARRMA RC Addiction, what's going on, guy? How are you? Flying Fortress is here? Where? Oh, yeah, Flying Fortress. What's going on, guy? See, that's not funny. I see somebody that says it. I didn't even realize you were here. It, like, the chat just goes. All right. So basically all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to power it on just to show you what's going on. And then basically on the live, trying to figure it out. Now, I'm going to start doing more. Probably I'm going to do more lives. I'm going to start getting back into that rhythm of doing more lives. I've been kind of like backing off a little bit. Just I want to see what the channel's doing. I actually do have, and this is crazy. This isn't going to be for everybody, but I'll show you. I think I'm just going to do it anyway. Now, I bought this kit. I bought this kit for my son. That doesn't sound good. You can see how dusty and mangled this is. I bought this kit for my son. Gosh, I think when he was maybe 10. Okay. So he was 10 years old when I bought this for him. Now, he did assemble a portion of it. So some of it is already built, right? But at the age that he was at, and here's the crazy part, he's a dealer mechanic now, and a damn good one. I'd always been, trying to like get him involved in auto mechanics, and it's just, I think it was the age group or whatever it was. All his friends were playing video games, so sometimes I guess like the easiest way to hang out was to like play video games because you could like talk to each other or whatever online. So he didn't have like a major interest. I mean, if I went to go do something automotive, I mean, he would, if I asked him, I said, hey, give me a hand, he would help me. But oddly, there just wasn't that, there wasn't that drive. And then literally as soon as he hit high school, I had a conversation with him, and he said that, he thought about getting into auto mechanics. And I said, you know what, kid? I said, and I wasn't being negative. I was just like, man, if you're going to get into auto mechanics, I'm telling you right now, you cannot have a lackadaisical, I was being dad. I said, you can't have a lackadaisical attitude, going into it. I said, because there's several different types of mechanics out there. There's the mechanic that just wants the paycheck. All mechanics want your paycheck, right? There's the mechanic that, just wants his paycheck. So he's just there to just basically get the bare minimum done. He's literally going to be a quick lane mechanic for the rest of his life, and he could care less. Maybe they'll bump him up to, something else. I don't even know. Maybe they'll trust him doing something else. And then you've got your mechanics that they're into it, but they're a higher level mechanic, but they just don't seem to like have that drive to want to go further. The money is there, or the money could be there for that individual. I don't know, man. But I had the conversation with my son, and I said, you've literally got to love it. You've got to want to live and breathe it to actually make real money being a mechanic. And I said, because unless if you're owning your own shop and becoming your own boss and, all this other stuff, you can be one of those top-notch, high-level mechanics making good money. And I said, but your life will be sucked away from you. And, he's learning that. So I don't even know why I'm going on this. Other than the fact that he really took it serious in high school. And it was like the most amazing transformation to have seen. We went from a kid that was literally just all video games to getting a wrench in his hand. And every single semester in high school, college, everything, he was on the dean's list. He did the stupid things. When you're in shop, sometimes you do stupid things when you're a teenager. You in high school, you do dumb stuff. In shop, you get in trouble. But mechanic-wise, he was literally one of the best student mechanics in the shop, which, for me being his dad, that was just like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like just watching him, but still having that conversation with him, telling him, man, you've literally got to you got to want it. And watching the quick progress he has made in the dealership from being in quick lanes, because obviously they start him in quick lane. And I don't know, I swear he was in quick lane for like a month. And then they dragged him out, and they were just like, you're way beyond quick lane, guy. And they saw that because he was showing it. But anyways, whatever. I'm very proud of my son. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably do like a live, and I'll finish building this. And I don't know. I wish he would come over and, do it. But he doesn't have time for this. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have time for this stuff anymore. But I'm gonna build it, and I'll just leave it right on my thing here, right on my desk, or at the bench here or something. So that's something I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's not gonna stay a hand crank. I'll probably put like a little electric motor or something to it. We'll see. I don't know. I've got brushless stuff. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe I could just have it like in the background. I don't even know. I need to get it out of the box. I need to get it done. It's been long enough. He's 23 years old. He's 23 years old. So I've had this thing for possibly 13 years, just like sitting in a box. So like I said, he's built some of it, but I'm going to finish the rest. The other thing that I want to address is there was a call out from Earl Moorhead. If you watched Earl Moorhead's latest video on his ripping his X-Max to death, yeah, once again, Earl Moorhead takes another vehicle out there and destroys it because that's just what he does. He blew apart some gears, so I'm sure there's going to be a video also showing the carnage coming up soon. But yeah, him and his buddy, they were out there ripping their X-Maxes, and you know that final last rip, and you'll just have to watch Earl's video to see what happened. But it ain't good. So he did a call out while he was, kind of out there, and he's like something, along the lines of, RC Guy Garage, where's your trash bag? Now, if anybody knows, I do have a brand new X-Max that is literally sitting in a trash bag right now, and it has been renamed trash bag for a specific reason. There were just too many trash bag things happening to where it belongs in the trash bag. Now, it has been, 7 months or 6 months now, I'm guessing. I want to say it feels like it's been maybe 6 months. I don't know. Maybe it's been 5 months or something like that. I drove the thing. I literally feel like I drove the thing either 2 or 3 times and had gear slippage. My pinion gear slipped off, which was no big deal. Rear bearings blew out, just like we all know. That's what happens, but that's what this is for. So I do have, the RPM bearings to replace that, but I also have brand new hubs and, RPM hubs and stuff like that to basically get rid of that issue with the bearings that, you end up with little earrings on the axles. So I believe, and this is nuts, I have no idea how long it's going to take me to put that X-Max back together, but I'm literally just going to put it back together. They want my ESC and motor. I've got other words for them concerning that. They literally wanted me to send in every offending piece, part, whatever, of my X-Max, and like on my dime. And it's like, this thing is like 2 weeks old. Are you kidding me, guy? I ripped it 2 or 3 times, and you guys want the whole, here, take the whole damn thing back. Why don't you just refund my money? So basically I've got the one finger solution to Traxxas right now. And it's not Traxxas' number one. It's something else I'm thinking in my mind. But we won't step there. But I'm thinking about doing a live, no instructions. I'm thinking about doing a live. Literally, it'll probably take me all dang day of basically putting the X-Max back together. I mean, it is literally broken down to almost every individual single part. So the front whole concoction, the whole rear concoction, all of that is all disassembled. I did keep like some parts together. So the front suspension and the rear suspension are kind of, together. They're kind of together. The chassis is kind of together. All the gears are out of it. And obviously the motor, which was the offending. Why do you have to be on my feet? She's on my feet. The motor was the major issue. a lot of slop in it, fore and aft, up and down. I gotta get out there and rip that thing. I'm not happy with Traxxas in their warranty, garbage ways of doing stuff. So, and I think that's what they wanted. They wanted to make it difficult for me, so that I basically said, nah, forget it, because I don't want to waste my time. And with the truck, you know, laid up as long as it's been, probably could have sent in the motor and ESC, and they would have literally just, yeah, I know, you want to give me your paw, I know, but I'm busy right now, okay, I'm busy. So she keeps trying to give me her paw. So I'm thinking about doing a live. I kind of want to bring it out to you guys. There's 32 people in here. Come on, 33 people. Thumbs up. Come on, throw a thumbs up on here. Tell YouTube that this is like the best channel you ever seen in your whole life. But I'm kind of like, I'm going to jump into the chat right now. 33 people, you guys have got to have an opinion. Should I do a video series rebuilding it from its trash bag? Like literally just pulling all the parts out of the trash bag? Or do you think I should do it on a live? Like Redcat for life? What's going on, guy? Dude, Redcat's good for some vehicles. Some Redcat vehicles are good. You're absolutely right. So anybody have an idea of what they would like to see in here on a Traxxas trash bag X-Max that's brand new? Should I do a live rebuild of it, or should I do a video series? Any thoughts would be appreciated. Nobody's going to say anything. Do both? What do you mean do both? You can't do both. You sure the wife didn't throw? No, it's literally right there. Like literally, there's paper here. I'll show you. There's paper plates all over here. When I remove these bodies, which there's probably nuts and bolts and screws that have like flown off, but there's a whole pile of bodies over here that all these paper plates in here, all those paper plates are all X-Max. So I'm hoping to God that nothing like got shoveled off like into the pit of despair. But all of these paper plates all have X-Max. The X-Max itself is actually right here. So I know I say trash bag, but close enough. The X-Max is actually right in there. You can see it. The X-Max is actually right in there. So, and I just, like I said, man, it's like, I'm not against Traxxas. So for people that, you know, think like I'm against Traxxas, I'm not. I own several Traxxas vehicles. I am sure the X-Max is an awesome vehicle. However, I didn't get to experience what everybody else got to experience because mine decided to disintegrate like right away. So, I mean, I'm sure the X-Max is awesome. I wouldn't know. The amount of time that I drove it, was it impressive? No, it actually wasn't. In its stock configuration, the X-Max, it's a dog. It's slow for what it is. It does not jump very well. I mean, but that's just a very limited opinion. So what do you think? Do you eat on paper plates? Sometimes. So like, obviously, if we have, you know, parties and stuff, we'll use paper plates just because sometimes it's easier. You know, it depends upon the size of the party. We do, you know, obviously have, you know, the good china that we'll bring out sometimes. Why do they call it china? Probably because at that point in time, the better plates and things and stuff probably was actually from China. Maybe because like it was better quality or something. I don't even know. Maybe better designed. That's funny. Never thought of that. Why is China called China? Like plates. Why is it called China? I'm assuming that's what it is. It's because the quality maybe was just better. It was more, maybe it was more ornate. That's probably what it is. Probably because it was more ornate. I say build hour. It won't, yeah, you're right. It won't take long. It's, you know, what will happen is not knowing somewhat where some of the parts go. I think obviously the paper plate idea was probably good in the very beginning. Everything is kind of, laid out, So, but I'm thinking maybe a live would probably work. So what are people saying? Is people saying live or just who cares? Pit of despair. It's totally the pit of despair. Uh-oh. We got somebody that got timed out. Oh my God. Cool. RC Master, thanks for that, man. I think you're the one that... Let's see. Do a live, then repost after streaming. Doesn't it get reposted anyway, I think? I think it does a repost anyway or something like that. Oh, fishing for subscribers, right? Yeah, people do that. I don't know why. Andy P, what's going on, guy? Traxxas is just a name. A lot of RCs as good. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Traxxas for me is hard to explain because Traxxas really does make good vehicles. And what's obviously been brought out before is, man, I'm really going to be stepping on some toes right here by saying this. At least when Traxxas comes out with a vehicle, they already have part support for it. Like, I mean, you break something, you already know Traxxas has got a mountain of parts that you can pull from. And being able to get Traxxas parts everywhere, you can probably get Traxxas. Well, actually, you know what's funny? You can actually get Traxxas parts online through what is it? Walmart. Walmart sells Traxxas parts. But I mean, you can literally go down to your local, not hardware store, but your automotive shop, like maybe like AutoZone or whatever shops people have, and you can probably get your Traxxas parts like right there, which is crazy. Traxxas part support is definitely huge. You're definitely paying for that in the beginning. You're paying for a lot of stuff. Is everything perfect? No way. Why should my Traxxas brand new X-Max, the latest version of the 8S, why does that thing still exhibit the rear bearing issues that, like, they all do? And then when you call Traxxas and talk to them about it, they have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, we have no idea what you're talking about. We don't have any issues with our Traxxas vehicles. It's like, okay, what about all the ESCs that were catching on fire? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, whatever. Also, Traxxas doesn't do Traxxas does not participate in social media. Meaning, if you were to post something, this is what was said, they don't involve themselves in the social media. Man, they sure do make a lot of posts though, don't they? So, I don't know. Live demo, you're saying live? All right. Mercedes, what's going on? Hopefully you're doing well. Dylan Davis, what's going on, guy? Yeah, right. They make them so they definitely break. Right. Everybody's got an opinion about every vehicle. I mean, think about it. Think about like even ARRMA right now. I didn't want to bring this up, but I just got 6 pre-ordered brand new sets of ARRMA felony rear wheels, okay? Because I had a number of projects that weren't even involving the felony. They were going to use the larger wheels that were on the rear of the Felony, okay? So I ordered 6 sets. So I figured I'd be all set. Couple projects, the Felony would get a set, couple of other vehicles were gonna, you know, something. I had some cool ideas. And then my first set, I go ahead and I pull them out of the package. And this was the first thing that I did, was I created this. So if anybody knows, you know, what this is, these aren't glasses. This is Hell Yeah Brother for Cletus McFarland, right? So I did a whole bunch of, like, you know, Hell Yeah Brother stickers that would all go on, you know, all those tires. They're just vinyl overlays. So it was just, you know, something I decided to do. Got a couple of different sizes, couple of different colors. Hell yeah, brother. And I take the wheel, and the first thing that I wanted to do after I threw on, you know, the graphic was balance them. Well, unfortunately, you can't balance that. You see that edge? The tire is installed improperly. You see this edge? This is how it's supposed to look. Every single bag of the ARRMA Felony rear hoons, and I'm only calling them Felony hoons because it's literally the only one tire that is different, which is on the back of the Felony. Every single tire, meaning one tire, well, actually one package, actually both of the tires is messed up. So whatever machine is putting on, I'm assuming, what side is this? Yeah, this is the passenger side tire. Driver side tire is fine. Every single package had one tire that was improperly installed. And what happens is that because it's not on the rim all the way, literally right here, I don't know if you can see right there, it's actually bubbled up. See how there's like a peak right there? And then as I roll it, it gets nice and flat like how it should be. I can't use the tires. So I literally have to send them all back to Horizon. Now I waited, a couple months to get these things in? And every single package I have to send back now? You gotta be kidding me. And they're not going to do anything about it. All they're going to do is refund me because guess what? There are no more tires in stock. It's like, that's my gripe with ARRMA. Traxxas would make sure that they had 100,000 tires. ARRMA only made like 100. I don't know. It's a bummer because sending all those tires back is definitely. Now how long am I going to wait now? You know, so now I've got a Felony that's got bald tires that I can't rip, sitting on top of well, it's not sitting on top of the thing, but it should be. And that's not the only tire too. So if you go ahead, I gotta say this: if you buy ARRMA hoons, as soon as you get them in, open your package. Make sure you check the tire. Throw it on a balancer. Where's my balancer? Throw it on a balancer, right? This is a factory team balancer from Team Associated. Throw it on a balancer and just make sure. Not for balance. I mean, you should be balancing your speed wheels anyway. But throw it on a balancer just to make sure. It'll give you a good perspective or a good observation. This is how it should look, okay? See how that's nice and smooth? Okay? You might have the slightest amount of wiggle, but that's nothing, okay? It shouldn't look like, what it shouldn't look like is it shouldn't look like this one. And that's the bummer too, man, because now I'm sending them back my Hell Yeah Brother tires. Are they going to reimburse me for my sticker? Now, here's a wheel. Here's the one that's defective. You see that hump? Look at that. You can't drive that tire. I mean, you can. If you want to do a smoke show with it, yeah, go ahead. But guess what? You're going to cause issues with worn out parts because, you know, obviously we know that most of these parts that we're running are plastic anyway, right? Well, you're going to cause excess wear if your speed wheels, tires, whatever, are not balanced. So I went to go ahead and balance it, and they were junk. So it's frustrating. I'm not sure where my infraction too. Same exact thing. You get your, and I'm only saying it for the Hoons right now, just because the Hoons are really the only ones that I came across with an issue. So just, if you get a felony, if you get if you get an infraction V2, or if you get I'm probably not going to have any issues with the Limitless, but go ahead and break open those bags as soon as you get them. Don't just like buy them and then like throw them in your I'll open them later box, because even Earl Moorhead came across the same thing when he grabbed, you know, because he saw what was going on with mine, and he had previously bought Hoon tires. Excuse me. He had previously bought Hoon tires, and he did like I did. You just leave them in the bag. You know, you don't, it's not the normal scenario to, you know, if you buy like 4 sets of tires because you know you're just going to eventually need them, literally start opening your stuff. When you buy stock for your stock room, open the stuff up, man. It's almost literally like you've got to open it up, because now if I waited, like let's just say like I waited 2 months, they would have been like, yeah, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like on a warranty or whatever, or returning them. I'm not sure what the return policy is for, you know, wherever you buy stuff, Tower, Horizon Hobby, they're all the same company anyway. But I'm not sure what the return thing is. But if you buy like spares that, you know, you're just having for your stock or your stock room or whatever, like what I've got right now, make sure you start opening up your packages and check stuff, because it's not going to be a good scenario when you finally go ahead and break open that bag and you're like, you've got to be kidding me. I can't even use this, you know, and then you'll try to have it warranted or whatever goes on. And they'll be like, oh, you got that like 6 months ago or whatever. It's just like, yeah, but I just opened it now. Like, well, sorry, doesn't matter. So anyways, all right. So what I'm going to do right now, enough of this blabbing stuff. Gonna figure out hopefully what's going on with the ARRMA Mojave. Sorry, I just went on that like what do you call it? Complain train, something like that. Rant. Some people call it a rant. I actually hate the word rant. I'll just call it the complain train. So now I'm gonna get off the complain train and let's just go check out the Mojave and see what's going on. See if I can diagnose exactly what's going on. So if you're in for the ride, we got 57 people here. Only 22 thumbs up with 57 people. That means we got spies in here. So go ahead and give it a thumbs up, man. It only takes like a second to do it. Tells YouTube that the channel's all right. Otherwise, get out of here. Nah, do whatever you want. Would I appreciate a thumbs up? Of course. It helps the channel. All right, so where are we here? So I might actually put together trash bag today. If this goes well, like if I figure out exactly what's going on with this thing, I really might put trash bag together today. I'll just literally do a live. Seems like that's the consensus, to do a live. So this is my mildly converted, you know, Mad Max front windshield ARRMA Mojave. This is basically a factory original, other than just doing some minor modifications on it just to make it go faster. Now, so far, believe it or not, I think this windshield has created a huge amount of blockade of the wind obviously getting inside and causing this car to you know, basically lift. That was the major issue, was that once this car gets to about that 53, 54, 50 miles per hour in its current configuration, when it's like this, the wind just slices right into here, and it just causes the thing to do a wheelie, and then you're done for. The plan is to make this thing, I've already beaten this thing several times to within an inch of its life. I've only broken from memory one thing, which was an arm, which, no, it's funny. It is actually right here. I actually never threw it away. So I found it. I actually found it the other day. So this was the arm. It was the rear arm. This is the only thing that I broke, and this was a deserved breakage. I did a full trigger, I care nothing about nothing rip, and it flew off of my jump at full speed and basically into the woods, and a downed tree that had a good-sized branch that was broken off, still sticking up, basically caught the arm and ripped it off. And amazingly, I found the dog bone. So that was deserved breakage. I've taken this thing to diamond dust. If you've seen like some of my outros, when I used to do the outros, this thing flies. And the first time I ever ripped this thing, the thing was absolutely, I mean, I was blown away at its performance. So let's pop off the cover here, see what's going on. I do have a Game Changer Goliath fan in here, which apparently is going to do more than one thing. So right now what it's set up to do is it's obviously set up to cool both the motor and the center diff, the way it's positioned in here. It does a phenomenal job. However, right now, my ESC fan is blown. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually put a 6S pack on. Well, I should put like a 4S pack on here. I'll probably put like a 4S pack on here just to, you know, have the car elevated. I'll hook it up, and we'll see exactly what's going on once I electrify this. But this is that Game Changer Goliath. That thing is literally, I mean, you call it a Goliath, it really is. This thing pumps out so much wind that it literally keeps everything cool. I don't even think I'll have to run an ESC fan. If I just slightly move the fan a little bit closer, I don't think I'll even have to run an ESC fan, knowing how well this works. So, and this was just this is a trial. This is in here, but this was just a fit just to see if it would work, and it works great. So right now I'm just going to grab a, this is supposed to be a 4S pack. This is probably my 3S. This is probably my 3S 4S pack. I actually don't recommend these batteries anymore. I used to, not anymore. So I'm just going to pop that there. I'm going to check it real quick to see if it actually is. Can I check it? I'm just going to grab my cell meter to see if this thing is actually a 3S or a 4S pack. So this is my 3S pack, isn't it? So cell 1, 3, 4, 3, 3, 0. So this is my 3S pack. It should power it up though. It should still power it. All right. So I got my laggy STX2. Obviously going to throw that on. You can see I am at 100%. Throttle trim is in the center. Steering trim is in the center. Throttle rate is cranked all the way up. Steering rate is at about 2/3, but that was because I'm doing speed runs with this thing. So let's see what happens when I turn this on. Watch it be fine. So my fan is blowing number one. And I'm getting, see what I'm getting? This is what I don't like. See how many flashes I'm getting? I'm getting that 4 flash. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's 4 flashes, as far as I understand, that means that this ESC is possibly junk. So right now, obviously I have steering, but I've got no throttle. So what I had thought was there is the possibility that I'm going to try, I think, first to rebind this, see if that does anything to it, meaning rebind, meaning not rebind, but reset the actual ESC. See if there's like, and here's the other thing, I actually don't remember how to do that. So I'm just going to basically wing it, see what happens. But I am going to throw it on a wheel just so it's safe. Use one of my paddle tires. Mitchell guy, dude, thank you. Just because I appreciate that, man. All right, so I'm pretty sure there is a little set button right here. I'm pretty sure I press and hold that while I turn this on. And that's actually doing nothing. That's no good. All right, that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all. Oh, here's the other thing too. I probably should maybe crack open the receiver box, see if I got any water in there. That could possibly be an issue, but I'm doubting it. I'm doubting it like literally right out of the gate. That is probably not the issue at all. So where's my driver? Awesome. Everything is in disarray. Where's my driver? That's not it. That's the broken one. Ah, here it is. Right where it should be. Right in the corner. So I am going to pop this out. I'm really thinking my ESC is junk. I think that the four beeps or the 4 whatever it is saying something's up, something's broken, something's not right. I was going to actually hook up the motor to another ESC just to see if I could get the motor to spin. Like, who knows? Maybe it's like recognizing that there's an issue with the motor. I don't know. But I am thinking from seeing those four flashes that I think that is an ESC fail. Which would really be kind of upsetting because, yeah, everything is dry in here. Yeah, nah, everything's dry. What I could do is make sure things are still connected in here, which, yeah, they are. Could have a wire pinched, maybe. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. I literally just feel like, dang. I don't like the fact that that motor's crying. The fan motor. So it does look like we're okay here. And having steering did make me feel like everything was fine concerning that. But it looks like I'm going to be popping this ESC out, but I'm just going to take this fan out. I got a broken fan blade in it anyway, so suppose it doesn't matter. All right. So get that screw down here. Just gotta pop it out and see if we've got moisture underneath. Not that that's an issue, because it really shouldn't be, but who knows? Maybe there is like literally a moisture issue. So I'm just going to disconnect my motor wires for now. And looks like with the way this is all wired, I'm going to disconnect the actual tray, which looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. Yeah. 1, 2, I think. 3, 4, I think that one is part of it. So let's see what we got here. One, two. I think that one is part of it. 3. Now, if it drops out, obviously it's not. And actually, is the receiver box part of that? Nope. Receiver box is on the opposite side. So it is one more screw, I believe. Which I believe might be just this one. Still rocks and stuff coming out of here. Look at that. Boulder just came out of it. And I think that might have done it. So these screws can stay away. Did that release the whole tray? Nope, still one more screw somewhere. So it is that screw right there. So it is 6 screws that are holding that bad boy in. There we go. I think that's it. All right, I am going to snip my zip ties. Get these out of here. And I'll just disconnect this for now. And what else we got here? So I'm going to check underneath just to check and see if like the wires got mangled. I'm going to pull the switch out. Maybe there's something wrong with the set switch. I have no idea. What a bummer, though. I'm going to put that screw back in place just so I don't have to think about that screw. Now, in the receiver box, I'm going to have to pull out, shut that off, get that out of here. I'm going to have to, let's see, make this stuff go this way. It is stick taped in there. I should be able to pull out, if that receiver is in the right way that I think it is, the plug that's right there, I believe is for the ESC. So underneath here, there is like a wire or cable management. So basically, I'm just going to pull the, just going to pop the wires out. Hope. There we go. Isn't that funny how that's in there? I didn't even know that was in there like that. So I'm just going to pull these out of here. get these wires out of here. So there is a cable management, like I was saying, underneath here. It's the way it's routed. So I'm just going to release it basically from everything. There we go. So here's the ESC. I am going to disconnect the fan right now. Piece of the fan blade is actually still stuck inside the fin. See that? Check it out. Now, this is my fault. All right. The way this was running, I think this fan had an issue anyway. So I had actually reversed the rotation of the fan, which did cause it to blow off a fan blade. So that is actually my fault, but that's my fault. You can see the fan blade is jammed in there. Not that that matters, but I am going to take that out of here. So that's just one of the fan blades that broke off. The caps. Boy, I can't tell if those caps are blown. The caps actually do look domed, but they don't look exploded. That wire seems like it's all right. Obviously, it is getting power. That motor, that wire's in there. That wire's in there. This one feels a little funky. I'm definitely not kidding on that one. That wire actually does feel a little odd. So let's get this little plate thing out of here. So now what's going to happen if I pull this receiver out of here? Pull the receiver out of here. Put it into channel 2, which is throttle. Well, actually, no, that is opposite, isn't it? It's funny how that is. So negative is on the outside. So I'll just put that right into there. I'm going to just grab another motor just to confirm, like, motor-wise. So I actually do have this 2000 kV motor. It's brand new. I do also have this one, but it's not going to make a difference. It needs the smaller bullets anyway. So I'm just going to literally just connect this right up and see what happens. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with the motor, but I just want to see what happens anyway. All right. Where's my remote? What did I do with it? Right here. So remote on.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I wasn't talking to you. I will take a 4S pack this time. This is a 4S pack. I am going to hook up 4S pack into this because there is also the possibility that it was maybe recognizing too little power. So maybe that could be the issue too, but it's not the original issue. Trust me. I already did some like checking. I just didn't do any of this. So cell meter, let's see what this thing says. Hopefully this doesn't say fully charged. I mean, no, it doesn't. It's actually dead. All right, so that's can't use that pack. Come on, are you serious? Do I literally have to plug in a 6S pack? What? I don't have any batteries that are like fully charged here. Ah, here we go. Got a couple battery packs right here. We'll try. I won't do the 100C pack. We will do this. Should be my 3S pack. I mean, my 4S pack. 4S pack, it's at 20%. It should still work. All right, so just going to plug it in. And I will turn it on. Yeah, it's still doing its 3 flash thing. Yep. I wonder if my caps blew. They are slightly domed. You know what I need to do is look at another ESC. Yeah, you know what? Here we go right here. I literally think that might be the issue. The ESC is connected. Just connect the steering servo real quick to this mix. It's not funny how this is set up. It's like feels like it's set up different. Steering's fine. I think my caps are blown. They have just the slightest amount of dome to them, right? Here, check this out. So these are flat. See these caps? Try to get this in right. See those caps? These are the capacitors, right? Those are nice and flat across the top. These ones are domed. See them? Can you see that? They look domed, especially this one. Now, I don't know if they were like supposed to bust through, but those look domed compared to these ones with a nice flat top. See that? It's hard to do this on camera. I think my capacitors are junk. That's what I'm guessing. Dang. That's kind of upsetting. So what that means is I pushed the ESC. I pushed it beyond its limits with the gearing that I had. That's obvious. That was a possibility. I was just hoping not. So technically, this is not something that is under warranty. So what I can do, I'm guessing I cannot access it because it's got like a glue. And that's paying the price, man. It's paying the price for overworking the vehicle, Those caps are definitely popped. They're domed. Oh, that stinks. I've never taken one of these ESCs apart, but I'm going to check it out right now. It would be nice to be able to pop this out of its shell. If there's a way to pop this out of the shell and literally just replace those caps, which probably can't be done because I don't think this is going to pop. You know what? Actually, maybe it will. I need my Kniffy. So that does actually pull away. Ooh, look at that. What we got going on here? It's not even like a thermal paste. That's literally just a sticker. All right. So that's really not going to give me access to anything. So I should be able to just pull this out, I'm hoping, as a unit, is my guess. Let's see. I'm just going to put these screws back in place because obviously it's just holding it down. A hammer works? What kind of a hammer are we talking about? We talking about a dead blow hammer? But if that's just glue holding that in, should be able to pop it out. I don't know. I've never popped one of these ESCs out here. I used to repair ESCs like back in the day, but that was when they had MOSFETs and all that stupidness. You know, they would become unsoldered all the time. So literally you'd go in and as your MOSFETs were popping out, you basically just bring it back to your bench and put everything back together. So I'm gonna see if it's possible here. To pop this out would be nice. Seems like that side's loose. I wish there was like a screw on the bottom. Wouldn't that be funny? See if there's a screw under there. Nope. Nothing. You know, sometimes they have like a screw that's hidden behind a sticker. Sometimes they'll have that, but obviously that's not for that. So I'm just going to keep prying away at this thing. Feels like it's releasing. Remember, safety first here. Watch yourself. The only thing is these corners might be the issue. I think I already got this whole edge, didn't I? Let's see. I might actually have to split. Yeah, you can see the pieces coming out. Might have to split the case because these corners might be difficult. Yeah, definitely get some adhesion on this whole edge here. Yeah, see, look at that. See all the glue's coming out of the edges. Might literally just have to slice it right down. We'll see what happens on this side. This side's really tight with that wire there. Oh man, that side's wicked tight. That'll be a peel away. I think I'll be peeling that edge away. Yeah, that's a little too close to that wire. That wire, literally. All right. So I think I'm there. So there's obviously a glue that's probably going to be on this whole bottom edge. I'd rather try to do it cold. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I want to try and slice down these two edges here. See what happens. Because I don't think I'm peeling that up. Because I am getting all the way down, but let's slice right through the case. Same thing on this side. Down and then slice right through the case. Let's see what we got here. All right. Let's see if there's something we can pry up here. Boy, it's a lot of junk in there. All right. Let's see what happens. See if I can release it from its base. Remember, safety first. Safety first. Always, always safety first. Definitely got a good hold on that thing. Safety first. Now, there's probably so much junk on here I wouldn't be able to access those cap packs anyway, or those caps because of that glue. But like I said, if the ESC's junk, what does it matter what I'm doing, you know? It's coming free. There we go. It's getting there. It's getting there. There we go. Oh, look at all the junk in there. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, that thing is definitely encased. Holy smokes. Yeah, so literally, literally I'd have to chip away at all this junk, being careful of the circuit board and whatever components are in here. There's got to be a way to, like, it's almost like a wax. It's got to be a way to somehow get to that. Safety first here. Careful. So yeah, literally the capacitor's blue. I can tell. Definitely can tell now. So you can actually see right through the stuff. There's something right there. Is that printed? Ah, it's the printing. So it's the printing on there. So there's a lot of sensitive stuff, I'm sure. It's all wrapped up in this thing. So this would take a little bit of time to get at the components in here. And then literally trying to figure out how to reseal it would probably be insane. But I basically just have to literally dig at this stuff, just being careful of... There shouldn't be anything under these capacitors, would be my guess. But not knowing if this could ever come back to life anyway after I did this to it. But there shouldn't be anything underneath these capacitors is my guess. Except that almost looks like it's a secondary circuit board. So I think I just found a secondary circuit board in here. So it's a stacked circuit board, I think. Yeah. I need a smaller driver. So that's literally what happened. I popped the capacitors. Does look like, from what I'm seeing, there is a secondary board that's overlaying stuff here. But if those capacitors are literally right at that edge, I really might be able to repair this. Yeah, look at that. If I'm careful enough, I can literally just dig out, get right to these capacitors and replace the capacitors and probably be fine. I just have to be careful of that secondary circuit board. See what I'm saying? See how there's a circuit board that's overlaying it? See that? That's the other circuit board. So there actually might not be anything here to worry about. It would just literally just be taking the time to carefully dig to go ahead and to get to these capacitors that popped. There we go. So there's that one. I don't want to dig too far. So there's another capacitor that's on this side. Just have to obviously be careful of these wires, depending upon how these wires are going. I wonder if I can just break that right off. Nice and easy. Just go right in there. Just break that right off. Be careful with those wires there, guy. Just make sure they aren't like going somewhere. Ah, look at that. The wires are literally right there at the edge. Look at that. Oh. could have just severed the wire. So those wires are laying right at that edge. Did I sever the wire? I think I did cut into it. Couldn't even see. That wire was close. So that wire I might have, does look like I nicked it, but it might be fine. Yeah, it's actually, I think it's all right. Yep, it's actually fine. So then that other wire is literally right next to it. Yep, that one's fine. So here's the capacitor right here. Here's the other side of the capacitor. Check that out. I could fix this. I could definitely fix this. Hell yeah, brother. Just dig that out. Nice and easy. Make sure I don't mess up the printed board. Gotta be a little bit carefuler than I'm being right now. That would literally be it. Just gain enough room to access those 3 caps right there. So those 3 caps right there are the reason why. I think the wire is fine. I did nick the insulation, but I bet it's still connected. So, and I might just, let's see if I can just scrape it just to get by. Yeah, it's fine. All I did was nick the insulation. Nothing. That's mint. So basically what I could do is I could basically just use hot glue. I could hot glue this all back together. Once this is all done, I'll desolder these caps. Desolder these caps right out of here. Just being careful digging. I think I just want to access over here just a little bit more. So that is what happened. I overworked the ESC totally, but I could fix this. So here we go. Capacitors are pretty close to being completely exposed to go ahead and throw new caps on, I hope. I mean, what are they going to cost me? A couple pennies? You know, buy a couple caps for that thing. And then just know that when I go to run this again, probably should throw in a higher capacity higher capacity cap pack. So there's this guy out there, if you haven't heard of him, his name is Philip Jolly. He's got a YouTube channel, but he also sells cap packs. And I would recommend, you could see what happened with my ESC right here. I overgeared the ESC. I definitely abused it. It blew the capacitors, and that's why. So I'm going with that. Everything else seems fine. It's just that you can see that the capacitors are domed. So now that happened, is my Mojave going to have to turn into an 8S Mojave now? Or an 8S capable? Or should I go ahead and throw that Hobby Wing ESC in there? I do have that Hobby Wing one right there. Some thoughts here. So, why not just buy what? Why not just buy a new ESC? I've got I got like 6 new ESCs that I could throw in it. What I wanted to see is I wanted to see what the issue is. Now, to be quite honest with you, because I like working on stuff, I am going to replace those capacitors just because. I don't like not being able to diagnose an issue and not fix it. So for the amount of money that it will cost, it's my time. It's not like I'm paying somebody else labor. That's the difference. Like when you're a mechanic or if you're doing auto body or whatever, restoration, your time is your time. That's why I've told clients, I can't tell you how many clients I have done free work for. And they get all bent out of shape and they're like, oh, I can't have you, do this for nothing. I go, you don't get it. It's my time, my labor. I'm choosing to not charge you. So I'm not going to charge myself, right? So, I mean, why not at least try it? I've got I got 2 Castle Creation ESCs. I got 2 Hobby Wing ESCs that I could toss in here. I probably will just toss in this one right here. I do have this one that's just sitting here. The only issue is that under the current gearing, I definitely will have to toss in a cat pack so that I don't, so I don't blow this one. Because if this one blew, that would make me think that this one would blow too. This is only a max 8. Earl, see you later, guy. 8S for the win, right. Buy the cat packs and see if it... Right, exactly. No, William, you're absolutely right, guy. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if it does burn down, it burns down. If I wire them in backwards, you know what I mean? Whatever. I won't, though. I won't wire them in backwards like I did my battery the other day. That was a close one. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I won't do it on a live. Maybe I'll do it on a video. But yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, investigate. I pretty much investigated. Can you replace the capacitors yourself? Yeah. Is it worth it? I don't know. Is like a couple bucks versus a whole brand new ESC? I don't know. That's your choice. That's your choice to make. Jessica, see you later. Guy, are you mad at me? Mario, why would I be mad at you, Guy? Because I haven't said anything to you? I haven't like seen anything. I haven't been watching the chat. Mario, what's going on, Guy? How are you? Back to the Mojave. Yeah, back to the Mojave. You got it, Guy. Let's see. Oh, were you saying stuff in here? Mario, were you putting your name or my name to whatever? Because I don't see any things that say at RC Guy Garage. Yeah, RC Master. You could see it was better off not using the heat gun. Using the heat gun probably would have made it stick. Oops. If I send him $1, will he give up on this side mission and get back to the Mojave playthrough? What does that mean? The Mojave. Where's the dollar? Where's the dollar, Guy? I don't know. Tortured. 8S. Yeah. Yeah, the Outcast is just sitting there. Where is it? Where's the Outcast? The Outcast is here somewhere. Oh, you know what's funny? Right now I can't see the Outcast because it's around the corner. Yeah, I could take out the Outcast. Yeah, I guess the easy thing to do would be to throw in. Maybe I could throw in this setup. So I do have this ESC. And I do have a bigger motor, which would be a plug and play. Or I do have a Spectrum 8S setup, which maybe that's what I should do. Maybe the car gear-wise is ready for an upgrade to 8S. Gearing-wise, I mean, obviously the spur gear, I am going for speed. I still won't put 8S through it just yet. We already know a guy that's on 8S, and the Mojave has surprisingly survived. So maybe this is where I should just end this. Make it a twin. No. Kidding me, guy? There's not enough room in this thing. There's not enough room. I got stack motors on top of each other. $8S to jump my house. Yeah. Dude, do you realize how deep I'll have to dig into that ESC to check any of that stuff? I'll spend the couple of cents that it will cost to literally put in new caps because those ones are blown. Do you keep the boxes that the RCs come with? Yes, I do. Let's put it this way. In the event that I ever decide to get rid of an RC, I keep all the original everything. So just like car parts and stuff like that, like when I was working on my Trans Am, my O2, every single part that I took off of that car, like I kept everything down like to the broken wiper blade that I broke. So I keep all my paperwork. I keep everything. So all the boxes, all the receipts, anything that I get, all kind of like goes together. But do I keep the boxes? Yes. Check out Drifto. He did a twin 8S ARRMA. It's insane. A twin 8S ARRMA what? Because Earl Moorhead already did a twin motor setup, which is amazing because his is literally 2 screws and the whole, well, 2 screws plus the motor mount. The whole, like everything is modular the way he designed it. Yeah, the Felony. Yeah. Earl Moorhead already did like the whole twin motor thing. And I think that Earl Moorhead's twin setup is, what is it? I think it's 8S. It's twin 8S. So it's not 16S or 12S. It's a true 8S setup. It is an absolute animal. I mean, the way he sets his stuff up, the way he takes care and how he wires things, like if you watch how Earl, because Earl's a real mechanic, right? So he in his mind thinks mechanic wise. So even when he designs something or puts something together, he thinks about the ability to be able to easily take it apart and or service it. So that's the other thing. Like if you watch Earl's videos, when he designed something, when he did the twin motor, when he did this, whatever he does, you know, it's only a couple screws to turn another vehicle into a twin motor, which is crazy. As long as it stays with that infraction, limitless, you know, Felony chassis, it's a direct like bolt-in swap, which is, it's awesome. But the way he even does his wiring, the way he keeps like things together, it's very neat and tidy. He's just got that mechanic mind. Actually, he's got the mind of a racer / mechanic. So yeah, Earl's definitely somebody to check out if you haven't checked out his channel. RC guy, can I use? Yeah, of course you can. But you can't go to 4S. That's none of that matters. You can take a 6S motor and run it on 3S with a 3S ESC. Your bullets are probably going to be your issue. None of that matters. It's you got to think about like you got to think of like power, weight, and all that ratio. What's important to you? Do you want to match up an ESC with a motor? Yes. Should you match something up? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. But can you take a 3S ESC and run it on an 8S motor? Yeah, it's just a motor. A motor, the only thing the motor cares about is its wiring. You just literally just wire it up and it will run it. Is it going to want to turn a heavier motor? Probably not. It won't be efficient. Could you blow out your ESC running like a massive can motor? Yeah, absolutely could. Did he swap the rear drive on the Felony to run the smaller tires? Are you asking me, Trevor? Because I don't think Earl's here anymore. As far as I'm aware, no. As far as I'm aware, no, he didn't. But just go check out Earl's channel. RC Master just left a thing for you to click on if you don't know who Earl Moorhead is. All right, Demo, we'll see you later, man. Demo, you're going to go do some more sheetrogging? No. Oh, you know Earl. Then on next time he pops in or just like ask a question on his video, whether if he did a gear swap, if that's what you're asking. Because offhand, I really don't remember. Mojave tires lasted you a week on 6S. Hoons are coming soon. Nice. Oh, is Asterion here? Where's Asterion? Asterion guy. When was the last time I took out a nitro or a petrol RC? Long time ago, and I'm happy about it. Just go watch Mitchell's RC for one of the reasons why I would much rather run electric over gas or nitro, just because it's just easy. And I literally just want to get out there and run a car. I want to charge up a battery and get out there and rip it. So much more control over electric too. So that's another positive about electric. And trust me, I mean, everybody knows I'm a diesel and gas guy. So I mean, you know, but these electrics are definitely easy. And when my Cybertruck comes, I'm sure it's going to be a big damn learning curve on that thing. Literally a learning curve. I just noticed you, guy. What is a good tire glue? Well, I can only recommend the tire glue that I use. Bob Smith Industries is what I use. Seems to work. There's a ton of different tire glues out there. There's probably so many different tire glues that you probably can't keep track. But so far, also, I think, isn't there a tire glue out there, tire glue company called Star Industries or something like that? Or Star something? But I just use Bob Smith. It seems to work. Once I glue a tire, it doesn't seem to want to come off. There has been a tire or two that has basically come unglued, but that was my fault because I didn't prep it properly. I was just way too wanting to just get back out there and rip it. So, all right. Well, we discovered what the issue was, and that's literally what this COVID and coffee was about. COVID and coffee was about what's broken now on the ARRMA Monster Mojave Modified. And I did a little video kind of before this that said, what is it? Like, what really happened? So, and I figured out what happened. Can I fix the ESC? Am I 100% positive? No, because I really don't feel like digging out all that garbage. But will I expose the caps so I can replace those? Yeah, why not? Can I fit bigger caps in there? Probably not because of the limit of space. Can I add a cap pack to it? It would probably be wise. Seeing that I blew those capacitors, it would probably be wise. Should I test those? Yeah, but they're already domed. So without testing them would be the right way. Without testing them, do I feel confident that those capacitors are the issue with the ESC? Yep. That would be a break. There'd be a break in the signal, which is what this thing is doing. Mario, you love the Mojave? Yeah. Mojave is awesome. You wonder if Darren, thank you, man. Oh, wow, that's actually not bad. 41 thumbs ups. You guys are animals. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. If there are any more out there, let's see if we can get that. See, you guys are awesome, man. I'm telling you. That's why. So, like, obviously the people that come to this group, right? And that's not saying anything about new people. You know, new people will, you know, if you like the channel, you like the channel. You don't, you don't. But, you know, I don't know. Is my channel for everybody? Hell no. You kidding me? Some people think I talk too much. Some people don't like the fact that I call a nut a screw and a screw a nut. You know, some people are like a little crazy that way, and it's okay. It's all right. The only thing that matters is this is a hobby. And the only thing that matters to me is I've got a smile on my face. And if I could share like a little bit of that, you know, fun, maybe educational, maybe not. Some of it is educational. It's very rare when you get an education coming from RC Guy Garage. Do I know my stuff? I'm not gonna sit here and say yeah. I mean, I'll say yeah off camera because who cares, you know? I'm in this hobby just like the same reason why all of you guys are, to literally have some fun. Do I have a YouTube channel? Yeah. Am I enjoying this? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Why not? I'm having a blast. And it seems like the people that, you know, we have regulars that are on the channel, especially like when this COVID and coffee thing manifested itself. That was literally like, I don't know why I even thought of it. I just was like, well, it's COVID and I'm going to have some coffee and let's just do some stuff, you know? I do have another thing that's called Late Night Live with RC Guy Garage. That's literally, I'll snap on the camera and we'll just work on something. I do have Shop Talk and Wrench. There's also another channel that's associated with this channel. It's called, basically it's the same thing as this. It's called RC Guy Garage Live. And what that channel is literally when I just snap on the camera. I might not even talk. I might just snap on the camera and literally just work on something. And if people drop in, they drop in. It's something to watch. If like I come across something where I have an issue, if there's somebody in there that I can say, hey, you know, what's going on here? You know what I mean? You never know. We help each other. That's like, you know, that's what they say. Cash is king. Helping each other out, especially nowadays, that's king. My coffee is cold. I still do have a little bit of coffee. Normally, sometimes we'll talk about, you know, we'll talk about what's on for dinner tonight. I've even done COVID and coffee breakfast sandwich time. I literally cooked a breakfast sandwich live. Who does that on a channel like this? I do, because I'm just having fun. That's what it's all about, man. So I don't know. I doubt anybody learned anything from this particular live. I did. I learned that my cap packs were blown. Or my capacitors, not my cap packs. Kind of, it is like a cap pack, but it's a lame one. When you overgear, that's what a cap pack also does help with. It helps with not blowing the ESC. So the capacitors blowing saved the ESC technically, I think, from a meltdown. So, and it definitely pushed it. Am I going to convert this over now? Yeah. I'm actually going to take an 8S system and I'm going to throw an 8S system in it right now. So, How am I going to do that? Am I going to do that online? Like live? I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that live or if I'll do a video. I'll probably do a video because, don't get mad, but the advertisements are what brings money to the channel, which helps me, and I know this is lame, it helps me want to do more content, because if I see like a stream of income, it seems to make it a little bit more worthwhile. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes literally the editing, like my computer's right there, the editing process for a guy like me who likes to work with his hands. I mean, I'm a guy that builds stone walls, tie walls. I rebuild engines. I rebuild transmissions. I weld frames. I like, you know what I mean? So for me to sit down on a chair, like, I mean, I've been sitting down for too long right now. It's almost 2 hours. So for me to sit down on a chair and figure out how to edit on a computer, that's still foreign to me. But I'm having a blast doing it. Hopefully you guys are having a blast too. Thank you guys for coming to COVID and Coffee. Thank you guys very much for those thumbs up. Serious. It's big, because there's 48 people on here and 47 thumbs ups. So you know what that means? There's still 1 thumbs up that somebody could probably throw in here, I think. I think that's how it works, right? Come on. Just get 1 more. Come on. 1 more. There's got to be somebody up. Bam! Right there. Who did that? Mario, thank you for that. Who did that? You see 49? Yes, do it live. What? Do the 8S thing live? The only thing I'm trying to say is that when you do a video, I got off track. When you do a video, the videos get more ad revenue attention, I think. I think that's how it works. So not everything can be alive. I'll definitely snap on the live probably a couple times today. I don't know. I'll probably do a video right now because I've obviously got this thing all apart. I am going to do a video on the Mojave right now. I am going to switch it over to an 8S system. I can't believe I'm doing that. And I'm only doing that because the 8S system is going to be able to absorb, I feel, more abuse that I'm going to be putting this Mojave through. I will not be absolutely killing the thing until I can get a cap pack in here. Philip Jolly is the guy that you want to go with for a cap pack. At least that's my personal recommendation, along with, and I'm not speaking for Earl, but both Earl Moorhead and I both choose to go with Philip Jolly for cap packs. He makes a good cap pack. He's a great guy. And I don't really know any other capacitor things out there other than like if you go and get like a Castle Creations cap pack. I'm sure there are others out there. I'm more like one track. I got blinders on the side of my head and I usually only see like literally what's in front of my face. So hopefully this wasn't too boring for you guys. I'm going to end the live right here. We got Mario, RC Daniel. We'll see you later, RC Daniel. We got Trevor B. Are you going to go with the Creighton 8S? So let's put it this way. The ESC that's in my Creighton EXB, I'm tearing out, and I'm going to take that ESC and stick it in the Mojave. 8S Live. Money P, what's going on, guy? Lauren Cronish is here. Caleb, what's going on, guy? Who else is here? Trevor, I think I said you already, right? Trevor B. Mario, dude, Mario, thank you for that. Same thing for you, Mitchell's RC. If you're still here, thank you for that that donation to the cause. So I call it donation to the cause. Unless you put it to a name, it's literally just going to go to the cause. What's that? Sun Spliff? I think that's what I can see. My eyes. Snow Hill, what's going on, guy? Crack, what's going on, guy? How are you? Right, that's right. The spooky one, right, with the dry ice. Yep. I actually think I do have more dry ice. Who else is here? Let's see. RC Master took off. Andy P is here. Oh, was here? Apple Man. That's a crazy name, Apple Man. Colin Matthews. A tweaker rebuilding your hyper. TT, it blew the ESC because, right, over. Oh, you know what? If it's a hyper TT, did your ESC blow because of where it's located on the body? Mine hasn't blown yet, but it's pretty close. COVID and what? No, we aren't doing that. COVID and coffee guy. Coffee, not that other word. Asterian. Asterian, it's good to see you, man, if you're still here. Tortured, mullet. Yeah, eventually. We'll get there. I still gotta, well, my wife said she's all for it because the way I look at it this way, it's just hair. It's just gonna grow back, whatever. I thought about literally just doing my own mullet and basically just video it and have my wife like fix it because I know I'll destroy it. I'll probably end up doing like a mohawk, a mo mullet. I don't know. It's just hair, man. It grows back. Who cares? I think that's it. Frank's Luga. Let's see. Mojave or Kaiju. Oh, I still gotta fix my Kaiju. If you're asking Kaiju or Mojave, oh, Mario, if you're asking that question, if you're still here, that's a tough one, man. Because they're two totally different vehicles. If you want a trick truck, Kaiju. If you want something that just like rips, Mojave. Because while the Kaiju rips, it's a different type of drive. So I think that's it. I think I'm all William Holt. I think William Holt was here too. Yeah, I think I got everybody. I think that's it. Catch a lane. What's going on, guy? Venom, you're still here. You making X-Max brownies? mullet. Yeah, I know, guy. ESC still lights up, but does not. I'm assuming you mean go through or go to the motor. Do a Friday Night Live, smashing iced teas. There you go, guy. Dude, that is actually you're a poet and you didn't know it, guy. You just did a whole bunch of rhyming right there. Mullet Hawk. Oh, Tortured. That might be the one. I just don't think I could do like shaved on the sides. I think I'd have to have it still kind of, I think I'd have it be buzzed on the sides, but I like that idea. I like that. If you guys like haven't seen, like, there are times when I show like what kind of music I listen to. Static X is like one of my top bands. You know, it fluctuates. You know, obviously I've always liked Metallica and, you know, I like Godsmack. But yeah, if I like go into my truck, depending upon what I'm going to do, Static X is probably the first one I go with. Just saying. It's the kind of music I like. It's called motivational music. And you guys should be motivated and get out there and rip it. I'm just going to end this live stream. Everybody that came in here, all those thumbs ups, man, holy smoke, 49. Can we get a 50? Can we get, is this one last person in here? Somebody in here probably has not given a thumbs up. It's still at 49. Can it get to 50? Watch, it'll all dump out. People are like, oh, out of here. Can it get to 50? Oh, it looks like everybody probably thumbs up. That's insane. You guys are awesome. Thank you. All right. Still stuck at 49. I'm going to end the live stream right where it is. Will I be back later tonight? Yeah, I will be. I know I always say that, but yeah. You know what? It'd be funny if the ESC thing that I got there, if I could plug it in, it would diagnose whether if there was like something wrong with the ESC, but it's not going to actually tell you. So that's where Castle Creations, I think, has it together, man. You just plug it in and you can read stuff. It'll tell you what's wrong with the ESC. It'll even beep at you and tell you. So, all right, I'm out. You should get out too. I'm going to end the live stream. COVID and coffee. What's broken now on the ARRMA Monster Mojave Modified? Thank you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.